Welcome, soldiers. In this briefing, we will be comparing Battlefield 6's assault rifles to carbines. We're going to be looking at defining roles, damage output, range, accuracy, recoil, mobility, strengths, playstyles, and real game scenarios. Quick spoiler, assault rifles and carbines both slap, but if you pick the wrong class for the terrain, you're donating deaths to the enemy. Today I'll tell you what to run based on science and your playstyle. Defining roles. This is not about which weapon is stronger, it is about which weapon serves each mission best. As you can see from the information on screen, assault rifles are mostly meant for medium to long range engagements. While there are a couple of assault rifles that are better suited for short to medium range engagements, think the TR-7, overall, assault rifles excel at maintaining distance and lane domination. Carbines, on the other hand, start to struggle and even fall apart statistically when challenged with the assault rifle's range. So, in contrast, carbines are specifically meant for close to medium range engagements, but specialize in aggressive close quarters combat. There are some exceptions to this rule, see the AK-205's insane range, but overall, carbines are meant for clearing buildings, flanking enemies, and just generally fast and more aggressive play. Damage output and range. Damage output is self-explanatory. The damage numbers you can see on screen were taken from 0 meter to 80 meter averages, but range defines territory. Assault rifles control medium to long range engagements. They deny lanes, punish rotations, and hold objectives. Carbines dominate confined spaces. They control buildings, choke points, and urban interiors. Attempting long range engagements with a carbine is a tactical error. Weapon choice must match the terrain, objective, and playstyle. Just because assault rifles seem better on paper when looking at damage output, that does not mean that the time to kill is always better in assault rifles. Other factors besides damage output and range matter when talking about the time to kill. Damage per second considers both damage per bullet and the rate of fire, assessing close range effectiveness and potential time to kill. On the other hand, damage per bullet is the base damage value of a single shot, assessing effectiveness at range and the importance of accuracy. Accuracy and recoil. These are the determining factors of effective lethality. Assault rifles exhibit lower horizontal deviation. Their recoil pattern is predictable, repeatable, and controllable. This allows for sustained fire and accurate tracking beyond 25 meters. Conversely, the carbine's recoil is aggressive. Their recoil pattern snaps upwards and laterally. However, they recover quickly. This favors rapid, decisive engagements using short bursts of fire for fast kills under 25 meters. Something to note, bloom pixel deviation when standing still versus moving further complicates the matter, as guns vary widely here. Obviously, bloom will be worse when moving versus standing, and some guns retain better bloom through more shots compared to others. Future videos comparing guns within the same classes and even across classes are in the works, so keep an eye out for those to drop in the future. Mobility. Mobility is movement speed with the weapon equipped, as well as movement speed while firing, which ultimately dictates initiative. Assault rifles are slower, but more disciplined. They reward positioning, patience, and control. Carbines enter combat faster. They have faster aim-down sight speed, faster sprint-to-fire speed, and higher strafe speed. This grants advantage to flanking units, breach teams, and aggressive operators. If you are dictating the fight, choose an assault rifle. If you are reacting, choose a carbine. But don't get it twisted, because attachments alter performance and can blur the lines between these two classes. Assault rifles benefit from improved handling via shortened barrels as well as velocity optimizations. Carbines require recoil mitigation via compensators and angled grips. These tweaks can mean the difference between winning or losing the engagement. Optimize your platform or be outperformed. Strengths and playstyles. Assault rifles win in range, damage retention, bullet velocity, horizontal recoil, consistency, and effective time to kill beyond 25 meters. Carbines win in mobility, aim-down sight speed, strafe speed, sprint-to-fire speed, aggressive engagements, and close-range time to kill from 0 meters to 15 meters. Because of these differences, assault rifles excel at lane control and anchor play. They should act as overwatch units and help defend objectives. On the other hand, carbines excel at flanking and breach entries. They should act as shock troops who spearhead attacks, create breakthroughs, and cause initial chaos in enemy lines to break down defenses through violence of action. Speed and surprise play a big role here. Now we come to applying the math to real game scenarios, with some examples to boot. Engagements that are in the 0 meter to 15 meter range should see the carbines absolutely dominate. Here we are talking about pushing a building or flanking a squad inside a choke point. Engagements in the 15 meter to 30 meter range will see the assault rifles take a small advantage, but carbines are still viable depending on exact circumstances and attachment setups on both sides of the fight. These are more likely mixed distance engagements where multiple factors play into who is successful. It's not exactly 50-50 here, but it's not far off from it either. Engagements in the 30 meter to 50 meter range should see the assault rifles absolutely dominate. Whether you're holding a lane at 30 meters or in an open field crossfire at 50 meters, the carbines start to fall off and struggle. Engagements at 50 plus meters should not even be attempted by most carbines. They lack the necessary stats to be effective at these distances, especially when compared to the assault rifles. Briefing conclusion. Assault rifles are all range, high consistency, easier to control recoil, better velocity, and better damage retention. They excel at applying map pressure with lane control and anchor play. If you like to be a bit more methodical and play less aggressively, the assault rifle is for you. Carbines are close quarter battle dominant, faster aim down sight speed, faster sprint to fire speed, faster reload speed, and faster rate of fire. They excel at aggressive engagements that are up close like flanking and breach entries. If you prefer to be more aggressive and in the face of the enemy, the carbines are for you. Just remember that if you start feeling spicy and try to push harder into territory your weapon does not match, you may end up getting shredded by someone who chose their weapon based off of the mission objective, and nothing else. More technical breakdowns for other weapon classes, as well as individual weapons, are in the works. Stay tuned in for more when they drop. Comment below which weapon or class you want to see next. I will analyze it down to the finest detail. This has been General Mags. Stay sharp, stay deadly. And Maglins, move out!